It's Tuesday, April 15th, and this is your stock market daily news podcast, giving you everything you need to know in under 2.5 minutes. Markets rallied to start the week, with the S&P 500 up over 1%, closing above 6,880 points for an eighth straight winning session. The Nasdaq finished up 1.2% at 23,183, and the Dow gained nearly 0.2% to close at 48,218. Small caps even outperformed, with the Russell 2000 jumping 1.3%. Today, we'll break down Bitcoin's massive move and the losses for bearish traders, a major IEA forecast on oil demand, a key signal from HDFC Defence Fund, fresh analyst calls on Wall Street, and the tech sell-off's impact on AI-driven software names. Let's dive in. First up, Bitcoin shattered resistance at $73,000, zooming up nearly 5% to trade above $74,400. That rally triggered over $430 million in liquidations for bearish bets, showing just how many traders had braced for a pullback that never came. Ether wasn't far behind, jumping more than 7% on the day and outpacing Bitcoin this week. The momentum in crypto follows renewed hopes for U.S. Iran talks, which calmed nerves around Middle East risks, pushing the S&P 500 back above wartime losses and fueling a risk-on mood across asset classes. Next, oil markets are reacting to severe supply fears, as the International Energy Agency now projects global oil demand will actually shrink this year, the first drop since the pandemic. The IEA cited the Iran war shock on shipping, with losses of over 10 million barrels per day in March alone, sending Brent crude near $98. For investors, energy stocks and transportation costs may stay volatile, especially if the Strait of Hormuz remains closed. The agency warns the outlook hinges on peace talks and shipping's return. Turning to India, the HDFC Defence Fund made notable shifts last month, upping stakes in defense companies like Hindustan Aeronautics and Eicher Motors, and adding new names like Setamak Mechatronics. This unique sector fund, which has delivered over 37% return since launch, is betting on capital goods and small-cap defense plays. Strong fund flows into defense underline both government policy support and investor interest in India's manufacturing story. On Wall Street, analyst activity heated up. Ford was upgraded to buy at UBS, now targeting $15 per share, while Tesla got a bump to neutral, aiming for $352. Biogen, Birkenstock, and Eastman Chemicals also received fresh buy ratings, while Fastly and Monday.com were both downgraded. Smucker and SanDisk scored new initiations with solid upside targets. As always, be cautious about making decisions based solely on analyst calls. These often shift with sentiment and sector trends. Finally, the software sector remains under pressure. Datadog, a leader in AI-based monitoring, saw its price target trimmed by Mizuho to $145, even as outperform ratings remain. The main concern? Even with continued AI adoption, sky-high valuations and increased competition are driving down multiples across tech, as seen by double-digit year-to-date declines for giants like Microsoft and Salesforce. Here's your quick recap. The S&P 500, Dow, and Nasdaq all posted solid gains. Crypto markets surged on positive geopolitical signals, oil's outlook remains shaky, and defense continues to be an investor darling in India. Analyst upgrades and downgrades are driving stock-specific action, while the tech sector deals with shifting valuation realities. Looking ahead, watch for first quarter earnings to ramp up. Goldman Sachs already delivered strong results to kick things off, and keep an eye on more data and central bank signals later this week. For daily market updates in under 3 minutes, subscribe, follow, or visit our website. Thanks for listening, and see you tomorrow on the Stock Market Daily News Podcast.